Installation guidelines for sandwich panels. Sandwich panels are a commonly used building material for a light external envelope cladding of industrial halls, warehouses and production buildings, department stores and commercial facilities, office buildings, administrative buildings, and cold storage facilities. Sandwich panels are stacked and secured with foil and polystyrene foam pads. At the factory, the panels are loaded and secure so that they arrive intact. Unloading can be done with a crane or forklift. Packages should be placed on flat surfaces, which should be dry to prevent the panels from overturning, bending or slipping away. Check the completeness of the shipment immediately upon receipt and check that the stacks are intact. Each stack has a label with a declaration of performance and description of the contents. Possible shortages and damages must be entered on the waybill and photographic documentation must be made and submitted to the supplier. When moving the panels to the installation site, it is important to remember the limitations of the maximum weight per person. Avoid sliding one panel over another and placing them on edges, as it may cause damage. Installation of sandwich panel can be performed in almost any weather conditions. Strong wind and extreme temperatures are the only indications to stop works on site. The installation at temperatures between -5 degrees and +20 degrees is recommended. The installation of sandwich panels outside of the recommended temperatures is possible, but you have to consider the consequences imposed by temperature and how it may affect the panels, fasteners and sealants. Before starting installation works, check the accuracy of the structure's measurements and its deviations. The columns should form a straight, flat wall surface. Next, apply a level onto columns and mark up points to facilitate installations so as to make it easier to mount the panels horizontally. Remember to keep at least 15 mm expansion gap between the panels and columns. It is recommended that the contact areas between metal flashings, sandwich panels and concrete or steel structure be sealed with self-adhesive polyethylene tape. The installation of sandwich panels should start with the installation of the flashing, a drip cap that covers the foundation and its insulation. The flashing position should be checked with the spirit level, as it will allow the first panel to be mounted correctly. It is recommended to additionally seal the foundation with a self-adhesive polyethylene tape. Sealing the joints of succeeding flashing sections with a neutral silicone sealant is allowed. Once the surface is prepared, the first panel can be set on the foundation. The recommended gap between the panel and the foundation flashing can be achieved with a properly positioned wooden wedge. The panels are fixed to the structure using dedicated screws with washers and EPDM gaskets. They should be selected according to the panel thickness and the surface type. For steel surfaces, special attention should be paid for the thickness of the profile wall and to select the so-called screw drilling capacity for it. The connectors provided in the design are screwed, depending on the panel type, in the lock slot of through the entire panel in accordance with the guidelines given in the technical catalog for Inspire sandwich panels. We recommend the use of special equipment for mounting the panels at height. Such equipment works as a vacuum suction cap and guarantees fast and safe installation. In the technical catalog for Inspire sandwich panels, you can find contact details of the company renting such devices. They should be operated according to the instructions for use provided. If it is necessary to cut panels or cut holes during the works, this should be done with a hand saws, circular saws or fine-toothed jigsaws for metal. The use of angle grinders is prohibited. The protective foil should be removed immediately after completing the works. Leaving the foil in the sun may cause difficulties when peeling it off later on. All the details of wall panels, connections with the roof, as well as the foundations, corners and finishing of window and door openings should be made in accordance with the detailed design and, in the absence thereof, in accordance with the guidelines given in the technical catalog of Gór-Stal. Flashings should be fixed to the panels with rivets or screws. It is recommended to use gaskets between the panels and flashings. If you have any questions, please contact the technical department of Gór-Stal. We also invite you to visit our website www.gor-stal.pl, where in the For Designers tab you can find catalogs, details and other necessary information.